I'm going to show a little bit now about weed hatches, which at this time of year are quite important. As the name would suggest, it is an access point to get at the propeller to free off anything like weeds that might get fouled around there. At this time of year, it's very, very common for all the leaves that are falling off the trees to build up inside the box that is constructed over the propeller and actually slow the propeller down. And what you need to do is get in here to free that off, or in the event, which is quite common, that you get rope or carpet or plastic bags or anything around your prop, you need to get into it to free it off. I've been volunteered to show you this today. It's quite a cold day, so the water's going to be a little bit cold, but I'll do my best. The most important thing is you'll know when something's not right, because things like your engine note will change. You'll feel that your steering isn't right, or if it's really, really severe, you'll stall your engine. Your engine will just bang, stop straight away. If it does, don't panic. Things are changing. Whatever happens, don't panic. You need to investigate what's in here. The most important thing is, first of all, that there's no way anybody else can turn the engine on and turn the prop over and do you some serious damage, because that has got a big engine on the end of here. There's 38 horsepower of engine, and inside there is a propeller and a shaft going like a PTO on the back of a tractor, and if that turns inadvertently while you're in there, you'll actually lose whatever part of your body you've actually got in there. So that's why they're actually sealed and a watertight system. And I'm going to show you how to actually open this now. So on here there is a threaded bar, and what you need to do is kick it or use a device to actually get it open to undo that thread. And having undone that thread, I can remove this bar. That means now that I have access to the weed hatch. Running a boat now with that in that condition would not be a good idea, because there is nothing sealing that box down. This is, although it's tight, will come clear of there, and the water pressure that's in there is sufficient to push that lid off and start forcing water into the boat at a very, very high rate of knots. So you don't open that, as I say, with the engine running or any chance of the engine running, and you don't run the engine unless it's firmly secured. And that's something surveyors are quite hot on. What I'm going to do is get down here and actually try and lift that off and leave it so that you can actually see what's going on. So I'm down in the bay here. It will be tight, probably so tight I can't get it off. And there you go. I've removed the weed hatch, and you can see down there, and I'll take my arm off, not my arm off, my sleeve off. In here is the water, and I'm straight on top of the prop here, and I could free off any sort of debris that's in there that's fouling that propeller. This area here, you can see, has a set height above the water line. On some older boats, a lot of surveyors say that this has got to be raised to 10 inches above the water line. Very common for some older boats to have a much, much shorter weed hatch area here, which is deemed under modern rules to be not acceptable from a compliance point of view. This bit round the top here is just a gasket, a weed hatch gasket, very cheap and easy to actually apply, and should be changed regularly to maintain that seal on there. Once I've freed off any of this, any stuff that would be on the prop, all I would do is place the lid back on there, tighten it back up, and off we would go.